This show brought to you by Read the Play, Promoted Trophy and Clothing Company, Kempe International, De Grande Cycle and Sport.
Good morning and welcome to the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show. We're out at West Oval today. We've been taking the action from the Under-13 game between the Northern Football League, who have travelled down the highway to take on the Geelong Junior Football League, and also the netball game between St Mary's and Geelong West. West are travelling out to St Mary's there, so we'll be out there in our netball segment. But we're starting with football, and we've got Darren, the coach of the Northern Football League. Unfortunately for your boys, they couldn't get the win out there today, Darren, but you've seen plenty of positive signs for the future of the Northern Football League.
Oh yeah, for sure. These under-13 kids are absolutely fantastic. They only got together a couple of weeks ago, and their skill level is awesome. And today's game was a great credit to both sides.
How did you go? Obviously, it takes a little bit of time to choose a side, and you've got to come up with probably 22 or 23 guys to take down here. Is it a difficult task? Oh,
definitely. We had 60 kids come into our squad, and we had an intra-club practice match and several training sessions, and yeah, it was a really tough decision, a couple of sleepless nights to get the squad down to the final 30.
So everything's looking really good up there in terms of junior development, and from these representative sides that you're putting out, it looks like the Northern Footy League, you've got everything in the junior ranks under firm control.
Oh yeah, for sure. Now they also work in close association with the Northern Knights Football Club, and these kids are talent ID'd, and from the representative sides, hopefully they get an invite to try out with the Northern Knights.
How early do they get ID'd as their talent? Does it come even at the under-13s, as we've seen today?
Yeah, definitely. Mainly 14s, but the 13 squad is identified. The 14s get an invite to try out for the Northern Knights in the September school holidays to be part of the under-15 squad for the following year. So the Northern Football League's come a long way. Thanks to people like Jared Carey. He's put this program together, and he's credit to him because he's worked really hard to get all the ID staff out there working for him.
So even at this early stage, it appears as if these boys are on the road. I guess it's probably 4 or 5 years away now, but some of these boys could be future Northern Knights players.
Oh, definitely, yeah. That's the aim of these development squads like this. We want to progress these kids, develop them into elite athletes, and hopefully they can work on to Knights and hopefully to the AFL.
And you're hoping too for a rematch. Maybe next time it'll be Geelong travelling up the highway to take on your boys up in your own backyard.
Oh, when you see quality football like that, it's just fantastic for everyone, to the parents and everyone who came down to watch. It's a shame there has to be a loser, but that's football, and it was a fantastic game. And we'd love to have a rematch with Geelong, and hopefully they can come up to the northern suburbs, and we can reciprocate the wonderful hospitality that they've given us.
We thank you, Darren, for your time on the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show. A fantastic spectacle your boys put on today out there against Geelong, and we thank you for that as well.
Thanks for having me.
We've been joined by Jaden and Ricky from the Northern Football League under-13 side that have been playing out against Geelong here at West Oval. We'll go to you first, Jaden. Just tell us a little bit about the home club that you play for up in the Northern Football League.
I play for Mill Park. Darren's my coach.
So it would have been nice having Darren as your coach out there again today?
Yeah, I know how he works, and it's pretty good.
What position did you play?
I played centre and half-forward flank.
Is that where you play for Mill Park as well?
I usually play centre.
And you came down here knowing you were going to get a pretty tough game against Geelong. You'll be a little bit disappointed with the loss, but it was a good chance for your boys to show off your talent as well, and you would have had a bit of fun out there today.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Hard team. Played all right. Kept with them for 3 quarters, and then they just took over.
How's Mill Park going to go for the rest of the season? Do you think Darren can get you maybe to a flag?
We're first on the ladder, so we stood all right.
That's good to hear. Ricky, over to you. Are you playing at Mill Park as well, or what's your home club?
I play for Wallen.
Well, I'm so far from Mill Park?
About 20 minutes, not far.
Okay, so that's not too bad. So you've come up against the Mill Park boys and a few other boys from inside your team today throughout the season?
Yeah.
How do you find that, having to team with guys that you've played against? You might have copped a few bumps throughout the season, and now you're protecting these guys. How does that make you feel?
It's all right. We all know each other, and we all bond together. So out on the field against each other, it's the same too. So.
And what position did you play today for the Northern side?
Centre and wing and forward.
Is that a similar position to where you're playing for your home team as well?
I usually just play centre.
Okay, well that's all right. Well, good to hear that both of you boys are going well, and unfortunately you couldn't get a win out there today, but you could be 2 of the future Northern Knights that we spoke to your coach about, and hopefully you continue on and your junior careers prosper throughout the next few years. Thanks for your time on the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show. Moving on in our football segment here on the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show, I've got Darren, the coach of the Geelong football side. Darren, the boys have had an extremely good win out there today, the under-13 side that took on Northern, and you must be very proud of the effort that the boys put out.
Yeah, they all played pretty well, and they all played team footy, so that was the main thing, that they all did something for the team. So yeah, I was really proud of all of them. They did a good job.
Any difficulty in teaming the boys together? Normally on a Saturday or Sunday afternoon they're running around and taking on each other, but you put the best of the best together, and I guess when you do that, it normally just gels together well, and it did out there today for you guys.
Yeah, I thought in the first half probably we weren't gelling as well as we could have, but in the second half we certainly did. But I suppose that's always going to be the challenge when you're coaching kids, that trying to get them to gel together is hard, especially when they're 12 years old. It just takes a little bit of time, but when they do, they played some fantastic footy. It was really good to watch.
What'd you say to the boys at half-time to make it click?
The same as I've been talking to them over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Just the same message, just repeating, and that was that. They needed to share the ball with each other and play as a team, and that's what they did, and it just paid off for them in the end.
So you've been working together for how many weeks now?
I think this about 3 weeks all up. So we had about 3 training runs and a practice game against each other, and picked a side out of that and came up with this team. So yeah, it was good.
How'd you handle choosing the side? I know a few of the coaches we've spoken to out here today have said that they had a few sleepless nights having to cut and cull kids that they probably would have loved to have in there, but you can't make it a 40-man squad or a 50-man squad. It has to be a little bit less than that, and unfortunately you have to say to some kids that probably have the talent that unfortunately it's just not your year.
Yeah, that's true. It is hard, but they're only, like I said, 12, so they've got still a lot of stuff ahead of them. It's not like they're going to miss out. They'll have other opportunities. So sometimes we will make a mistake. There'll be kids that we didn't pick that we might have should have, but they'll get noticed down the track, no doubt.
We know the Geelong Falcons have been going very well. Unfortunately, had their first loss a couple of weeks ago now, but do we think we see a couple of future Falcons even at this early stage?
Yeah, there probably is, but I think the focus for us, at this level is just not to really worry about that. It'll look after itself. For us, it's really about just develop them as good team players.
And you're coaching up at Newtown as well, Darren. How are the boys going up there? Do you think we'll see finals action from your lads?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, we're sitting third at the moment, so hopefully we can hang in there for the rest of the year and play a bit of finals at the end.
Right, well, all the best for the year at Newtown, and well done today on getting a win for the Geelong Football League. Hopefully the under-14s who are currently playing at the moment can carry it on as well. We thank you for your time on the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show. We've been joined by 2 of the boys from the victorious under-13 Geelong side that has just won their game against the Northern Football League. It's a very exciting win out there, and they overcame a half-time deficit to actually win the game pretty easily in the end. We'll go to Hayden first, because Hayden, you were named best player. How does that feel to be wearing that medal around your neck at the moment?
Yeah, it feels pretty good considering we won the game, and just to know I got best on ground is just a thrill.
Where do you play your local footy?
St Mary's Football Club.
So you look to carry that form back to St Mary's for the rest of the year?
Yeah, hopefully.
What division are St Mary's playing in this year?
We're in Div 1.
So you've got a few stern challenges. You would have come up against a few of the boys that you're playing with, I guess, as well.
Yeah, the one beside you, Paddy, played against him. That was challenging. Yeah, it was entertaining to play with the boys that I play against normally on a weekend, so...
How have you been going so far this season, St Mary's?
Most games we've got close, but we're still second last on the ladder, so it's pretty even all the way through.
And we've got another one of the boys from the Geelong under-13 side that have joined us on the show. Paddy, I believe it is. Paddy, just tell us what team you're playing with in the local competition as well.
I'm playing for St Joey's Footy Club in Geelong.
So you're also playing Division 1. You boys have been having some success this season?
Yeah, we're on top of the ladder and we've been having good wins, been pretty consistent and stuff, so it's pretty good.
So you're playing under-14 footy. Obviously you're in the under-13 team today, but are you playing under-14s for St Joseph's?
Yeah, I'm playing under-14s in Div 1, so that's good, yeah.
And you would have stepped up from the under-12s last year. How have you found that, playing against a few bigger boys?
It's been different, but you just have to adjust to it, I guess, and just play anywhere and be happy with what you're doing. So.
What position did you play out there today for the Geelong team?
I played centre-half back, so that was a bit of a challenge with a lot of the boys being a lot bigger and stronger and quicker, but you just have to adjust to it, I guess, and be happy where you're playing.
Is that the position that you normally play for Joey's?
No, I usually play full forward, so it's a bit of a change, but that's all right.
Okay, so very different. St Joseph's, you're looking at a premiership this year. Is that the aim?
Yeah, week by week, I guess, but in the long term, that would be awesome, I guess. So.
You started well with the week by week already. Most of the AFL coaches do that, so that's a good talk, Paddy. We thank you for your boys on the Geelong Junior Football and Netball Show. We are going to take a break.